Anti-Trump March for Truth tied to Sharia supporter Sarsour activist says. Muslim Reform Movement co-founder Asran Nomani reacted to the estimated 100 marches for truth against President Trump on Saturday. Nomani said that in many cases the Democratic organizers have teamed up with Sharia law advocate Linda Sarsour. Sarsour is an anti-Zionist activist who also was involved with the Women's March after the inauguration. Nomani said Sarsour represents the, quote, unholy alliance between the American left and conservative Islam. She called the marchers' decision to escalate Sarsour to heroin is really disturbing. Nomani said Sarsour's support for aggression against those who do not comply with Sharia is troubling, especially if leftists in America associate with her. Pete Hegseth pointed out that Sarsour tries to get the West to consider Sharia by pointing to otherwise extraneous tenets like a ban on interest. These are some of this witch's tweets. You'll know when you're living under Sharia law if suddenly all your loans and credit cards become interest-free. Sound nice, doesn't it? Nomani said the left must reject Sarsour, who she said is linked to Hungarian-American activist George Soros. That's who's paying her. That's who's paying this witch, this demon that the Democrats aspire to follow.
Called the March for Truth. It's an anti-Trump protest
March for
today
Truth
in an estimated 135 cities around the country.
That's right. Here's where the real controversy comes in. The Democratic lawmakers behind the march are teaming up with this woman right here, Linda Sarsour, a vocal advocate of Sharia law and widely known for her anti-Israel stance.
Who's paying her?
So
Soros.
Representatives align themselves with someone with such questionable alliances. Well, here to react is Asra Nomani, co-founder of the Muslim Reform Movement. And that's the question right there. What do you know about this woman and why would representatives want to align themselves with her?
Well, Abby and Pete, you know, I've been covering Linda Sarsour's story for several years now, and as an American Muslim, I have to say that it's been fascinating. What Linda represents is the unholy alliance in the world right now between the left and the Muslim right. And so her sort of escalation to heroin for the American left is really disturbing for many of the issues that you would care about, Pete. You know, as somebody who has fought the Muslim right out there in the world, the issues that she really brings to me as a Muslim woman also of real concern is a real aggression against other Muslim women who dare to challenge strict interpretations of Sharia. I've been the target of her assaults, so have other women in our community, and a real bullying behavior that wants to just dominate the public stage, so that now, unfortunately, the American left in its rabid hate for Donald Trump has just aligned themselves with somebody who is very counter to cohesion in America.
Yeah, it's a great point. And we pulled up some of her tweets, which sort of point out this alliance between these sides. Linda Sarsour says, Sharia law is misunderstood and has been pushed by some evil Muslim agenda. Some Muslims are oppressors for sure, an acknowledgement. Another one, if you are still paying interest, then Sharia law hasn't taken over America. Hashtag just saying, because that's a principle of Sharia law. Another one, you'll know when you're living under Sharia law if you suddenly, all of your loans and credit cards become interest-free. Sounds nice, doesn't it? That's a tenet also of Sharia law. So she's looking at some of the aspects that some might hold up under Sharia law that are good and saying, well, maybe we should consider it altogether.
Yeah, it's this romanticizing of Sharia law, and you know very well that the real dangers of Sharia law are the violation then of women's rights and human rights. And why is this happening? So I have here with me, you know, with post-it marks here, the funding that her organizations in the recent years since 2011 have been receiving from liberal donor George Soros and his Open Society Foundation. What that money represents is this unholy alliance, where the left is funneling and sending money to organizations that are unfortunately putting forward very ultra-conservative Muslim ideas. And this is really dangerous for America.
Yeah, who you associate with says so much about that person. You would think our representatives would think twice about this one. Azra Nomani, thanks for helping us better understand all of this. Really appreciate your insight.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, and really welcome the opportunity for everyone to just look at things with eyes wide open.
Yeah. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See, this is a very important issue because, let alone in the colleges, the students are being brainwashed. Second of all, they then have this leader that's promoting Sharia law. They don't have the common sense, and this is what's going to be taking over America. The kids that are supporting this witch, they don't have the mental capability of discerning who is this woman and what the hell is she actually trying to sell us here. She's wearing a headscarf. That's all you need to know. This is not the American value system that we grew up with. This witch should be taken down and removed. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.